What up, y'all? How's it going? BenDeen here, and today I'm going to be eating this calzone or calzone, however you want to pronounce it. I'm just going to call it calzone because I think that's how you pronounce it where I'm from. But yeah, this thing is looking mighty fine. I just got this delivered with this sprayer, and it came out to not like about 20 bucks. And this thing is a lot bigger than I expected. I thought it would be about half the size, but this thing it's probably like the size of a large pizza folded in half, and it's looking and smelling amazing. And I'm ready to dig into this thing because, I don't have much experience with calzones. So this should be this should be kind of a new thing for me. This is actually they call it a bolognese, calzone. Probably all you Italians out there will probably hate my pronunciation. But, let's go ahead and try to take a piece. So let's see what we're working with here. Here is one piece. There are four of them. The crust, or the outer layer of crust, I guess, yeah, looks very nice. Perfectly cooked, it looks like. Here are some of the ingredients. I don't know if you can see too well. The cheese, the meat in there, the meat sauce. And yeah, I'm ready. There's Parmesan on top. I'm ready to dig in, so cheers. Wow. Wow. This is seriously good. I gotta apologize for the lighting situation. I know it's probably not the best right now, not much I can do. And I'm running low on batteries too, but hopefully you can see this okay. Hopefully it'll look decent enough to do it justice, because this thing is amazing. I hope it looks good too, but this thing is awesome. This thing is very simple. So it's got the meat sauce inside, the ragu or the bolognese or whatever you want to call it, with the cheese inside and the crust on the outside. Like, it's like a Hot Pocket kind of. Not a lot of ingredients, but every part of this is just on point. The crust, the cheese, and the sauce, the meat sauce in there. Oops. That meat sauce is, I would say, probably the biggest, or one of the biggest flavors that's hitting me right now. Like, it's a top-notch meat sauce that I would love to eat. There's on some pasta as a spaghetti. But you guys know I love bread and like crust and stuff, and just putting it into this kind of easy to eat package here. This is yet another one of those foods that I just don't have that much experience with. Whenever I go to like a pizza place, I always just order pizza, and I never really think to get a calzone. I've had plenty of Hot Pockets and similar things to that, but this is definitely legit. Yeah, wow. I give props to this place. I didn't really expect anything. Didn't expect much. It did have high reviews, but like, this is the first time I've seen a calzone here in Korea. Yeah, I just don't have anything else to say about it. Just it's very good, very, very good, and I will probably be ordering this again. Yeah, they give me some extra parm too. Now I'm a parm guy, so. See, I wonder if I could. It's gonna be a very parmy bite. Wow, yes. Oh man. Well, enough about food for now. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday to y'all. Hope you're having a good weekend. I've had a very relaxing weekend for the most part. I wonder if I could just dip it in this parm. Didn't really do anything yesterday. Just chilled. Friday we went out. Me and SJ just hung out. It's getting cold out, I'll tell you that much though. It is getting cold here in Korea, which I like. But literally, it went from super hot to super cold pretty quick. You know, it's not super cold yet. It's probably like in the 30s these days, but like, I remember I was using when I was at my house, I was using my AC every day. I was just waiting for the point where I didn't have to spend money on heating or cooling. So like, just turn off the AC, turn off the heat, and just open the windows and get some fresh air and some nice temperatures. And that finally hit a while ago, a few weeks ago, and it was around for about a week. And then it went right into that cold weather, and I have to use the heater now, so it's kind of a shame, but it's all good. It's all good. I actually bought the most expensive clothing purchase I've ever made. A big kind of down coat, really thick, really warm coat. I think it was like $150 or something. And for me, that's expensive. Maybe 160. But I've worn it a couple times. It's warm as hell. So I'm happy. I'm going to be wearing that every single day. I always do that. Whenever I buy a new thing of clothing, new shoes, a new coat, new pants, I tend to wear the crap out of it until I can't wear it anymore. Hey, Benji. We got Benji a new little cat tower here. He's loving it. He's got a nice little hammock. You know, you never know with cats if they're going to like the cat tower you buy them, but he's really happy with this one. Hold on. Yeah, not much today. By the way, you might be wondering, I'm going to go back to food for 1 second here. You might be wondering, what's the difference between this and pizza? That's a good question. It's essentially like a pizza with a crust on top of it, right? And for people who might not like crust, which I don't get, I don't really understand people who don't eat crust, because I think it's delicious, but, you know. But yeah, this tastes like so different than a pizza. For one, just the eating experience, it's like got more toppings stuffed into it, so the texture alone is a lot different. It's kind of like eating like a little pie or something, but not really. It's similar, but especially with the with this one, the way the meat sauce is prepared in it, it does work out to be a lot different. That's probably a terrible explanation, so sorry about that. Man, I'll tell you what though, this is random. A coming off the top of my head here. But I had the craziest dream just now. Or like a few hours ago when I woke up. It was the most intense dream I've had in a while, I feel like. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. Tell you my dreams now. Basically, I was like in another country. I think I was in like China or something. With like my brother or somebody. I think it was my brother. And we got caught up for doing some crazy. We were on some other stuff, man. I think we like shoplifted something or something. Some little petty crime, which I don't actually remember, but we got caught up. Like they caught us and they were trying to sentence us to death like immediately. And this was like vivid. This was like one of those dreams that if you think about it, it makes no sense, but when you're dreaming it, you're like, it feels 110% real. So I was like, man, I was just like, for a while, I was just going through the motions, like real sad. Like I was sad that I was gonna die because they were like serious about like putting us to the death penalty for some crazy thing. I'm like, man, I don't want to die this young for this like stupid thing. And it was like the saddest thing that I've done, like been through in a while in a dream. But then I was like, nah, man, not like this. So I go like full on like action movie star on him, and I'm doing like some crazy stunts. I got these crazy like abilities and skills. It was like the day of the execution, and I'm like, me and my brother like, man, F this, man. So we start booking it. I'm running down these stairs, jumping down 10 stairs at a time. Like I'm doing some crazy stunts, and they have these like people who are equally good just chasing me. And this is the first time I'm in a dream where I could actually like outrun somebody. Usually I'm like slow and sluggish. You know what I'm talking about? Like everyone knows that feeling, but I was like booking it real quick. And it turned into basically like an action sequence in a crazy action movie. I was doing all kinds of like flips and like wall runs and stuff. And like evading these people. And eventually, like, I met up with this rich lady who I have like some ties with, who also had ties with the government. That could like save me or my brother. Just one person though. I was like, alright, save my brother. You know, whatever. You know, I'll die knowing at least that my brother's happy and safe. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I woke up. I never died in a dream. But that was crazy. While it was happening, I swear that dream felt like it lasted maybe 30 minutes or an hour. Actually, it felt like it lasted like 2 days, which is weird because, for one, I know that dream probably took like 10 minutes to dream, right? Or like a very short time. And also, the only reason I'm talking about this dream is because I never really remember my dreams. Everyone has dreams, but a lot of times you don't remember them. Literally, I never remember my dreams. And even when I do, I forget them about an hour after I wake up. So this is the most intense, like, dream I've had. I was going through some crazy stuff in that dream. Like, facing death. And I was, like, mentally preparing my mind for it. One of those where you're really happy to wake up, I'll tell you that. Real happy. Oh. And this is some good Parmesan too. This place, I'm back to talking about food again. This place, they have a very small menu. Like I said, very high ratings, and they had like about 10 things on the whole menu. Which I know every time I see something like that, I'm like, yeah, it better be good actually. Like I don't get my hopes up too much, but there's always potential in those kind of restaurants, in my opinion. This is some good crust too. I could eat this, no joke, just the crust, and I'd be happy, like no insides. Perfect consistency and like chewiness. Like a little bit chewy, but not too chewy. I feel like this is a very random video here today. I'm kind of a little bit frazzled maybe. That dream really affected me on the real though. Like I ain't even joking about that. And I'm in a new environment. The lighting's all crazy. I gotta actually hurry up and get out of here pretty soon. Or like immediately. Because I got to meet some people. So sorry if this video is kind of real random and weird. I think that's about it. But before I end this video, I want to give a shout out to Jay. Thank you for the support on Patreon. Really appreciate you. And appreciate all y'all for watching. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.